On the eastern Mediterranean island of Cyprus, a team of archaeologists are working against the clock. As the diggers slowly persuade the earth to give up its secrets, a decades-old mystery is finally solved. But will they get to every piece of the puzzle in time? It's a scene at odds with many people's mental image of the place. Thanks to its sandy beaches and lively party resorts, Cyprus is these days perhaps best known as a holiday destination. But back in 1963 it was the setting for a bloody conflict, the legacy of which can still be seen. The island has a tumultuous political history stretching back to the dissolution of the Ottoman Empire in the early 1900s. Populated by both Greek Cypriots and Turkish Cypriots, it has long been the center of debate over which country should have jurisdiction. During the First World War, Cyprus was annexed by the United Kingdom. Moreover, although the British offered sovereignty over the island to Greece in a bid to bribe them into joining the war, the offer was rejected by the Greeks. Cyprus therefore remained under British rule. Throughout the first half of the 20th century, around 18% of the island's population identified as Turkish Cypriot. And this, along with historic claims to the land, consequently spurred some Turkish politicians to pursue the creation of a Turkish state within Cyprus. Meanwhile, the majority population of Greek Cypriots wanted the island to become part of Greece. Yet despite pressure from both sides and increasing civil disobedience, the British maintained control of the island until it gained its independence in 1960. For 3 years, the Greek and Turkish Cypriot communities lived uneasily side by side. Then, on December 23, 1963, a Greek Cypriot police patrol stopped 2 Turkish Cypriots to check their documentation. Citizens were already on edge in the wake of proposed changes to the constitution, and this one confrontation quickly escalated into violence across the country. The conflict continued for almost a decade, until a coup in July 1974 placed the pro-Greece Nikos Sampson in power. In response, Turkish forces subsequently invaded and occupied the north of the island, declaring the region a Turkish state. During this period of upheaval, it's estimated that some 150,000 Greek Cypriots and 50,000 Turkish Cypriots were displaced from their homes. Far more sinister, however, was the unknown fate of the 2,000 who disappeared, never to be seen again. For years, many families who'd lost loved ones during the crisis were left to wonder what had become of them. What is more, some of those same people are still without answers today. Consequently, in 1981, the United Nations-led Committee on Missing Persons (CMP) in Cyprus was established as a joint effort between the Greek and Turkish Cypriot communities. The goal of the committee? To investigate reports of missing people and to try and determine the nature of their ultimate fate. More than 2 decades later, the political climate was finally calm enough for the CMP to begin excavating potential gravesites across the island. During 2008, then, the committee launched numerous simultaneous exhumations with the help of the Argentine forensic anthropology team. Since then, the CMP has been able to identify the remains of around 680 individuals. But the families of hundreds more missing men, women and children are yet to receive any answers to the questions that have plagued their families for decades. And they're running out of time. In 2015, 30 bodies were discovered in a mass grave near Nicosia, a city that straddles the green line between the Republic of Cyprus in the south and the self-declared Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus in the north. Moreover, despite vague tip-offs as to the location, the CMP was only able to pinpoint the grave with the help of a 94-year-old local woman. The old woman, a shepherdess, had remembered the burial from almost 50 years before and had sent the team to the right spot. But as time passes, witnesses to the murders and burials are growing old and reaching the end of their lives. How many more years would we have been able to get this information? CMP Representative Florian von Koenig told the Daily Mail. Our biggest thing we need, information, is increasingly hard to come by. However, in November 2015 a decision was made that may help the CMP in its race against time. Mustafa Akinisai, the leader of the Turkish Cypriot community, announced that the team would gain full access to 30 potential burial sites in military zones in the north of the island. In fact, By August 2016, scientists from the CMP were hard at work excavating skeletons from just such a site. Once exhumed, the bodies will be subject to a rigorous process of DNA testing to determine their identity. If possible, too, their relatives will be informed. Among the people who have subsequently found closure is Erdinker Dagli, who heads a local missing persons group. His father's body was among 80 finally recovered from a mass grave close to Limassol, on the south coast of the island. In 2014, Dagli was at last able to give his father a decent burial. Today, peace talks between both parties are fostering a positive environment that the CMP hopes will help it bring closure to even more families. Every missing person is a symbol of what we did to each other, CMP member Golden Plumerkirkuk told the Daily Mail. Our work needs political will to continue. Archaeologists have uncovered a Roman hoard in Suffolk, a major discovery that is shedding new light on the history of the area. The hoard, which includes over 600 coins, is one of the largest finds of its kind in recent years, offering a tantalizing glimpse into the world of ancient Rome. The coins, which date back to the 3rd and 4th centuries AD, were found in a field near the village of Martlesham. The discovery was made by a team of archaeologists from the Suffolk Archaeological Unit, who were conducting a geophysical survey of the area in order to identify any signs of buried archaeological features. The team was surprised to find a large metal object buried beneath the soil, which upon further inspection revealed a treasure trove of ancient coins. Archaeologists believe that the hoard was most likely buried by a wealthy farmer or landowner during a time of political instability, when the Roman Empire was facing challenges from invading barbarian tribes and internal conflicts. Such hoards were often buried for safekeeping, and many were never retrieved, leaving them to be discovered centuries or even millennia later. The coins themselves are a fascinating glimpse into the history of the Roman period, showing the image of various emperors and symbols of the time. For example, one of the coins features the image of the Roman Emperor Constantine, who is often credited with being one of the architects of Rome's transformation from a pagan to a Christian state. Other coins depict various deities and mythological figures, including Mars, Venus, and Hercules. One of the more interesting coins depicts the image of Sol Invictus, the unconquered sun god who was a popular deity among Roman soldiers. The hoard is now being studied by experts at the British Museum in London, where researchers hope to learn more about its origins and significance. It is believed that the coins may have been minted in Rome or possibly in Gaul, and that they may have been traded or used as currency in the area. Archaeological discoveries like this offer a valuable window into the past, giving us a glimpse into the lives and customs of people who lived long ago. They allow us to better understand the history of our world, and to appreciate the rich cultural heritage that has been passed down to us. The discovery of this hoard in Suffolk is particularly noteworthy, as it demonstrates that even in relatively remote parts of the world, ancient cultures and civilizations left their mark. About the era of the Roman Empire and the ways in which their legacy still resonates in society today. The Roman Empire was one of the most influential empires in world history, spanning more than 1,000 years and leaving an indelible mark on the societies it conquered and influenced. From the language we speak, many modern languages, including English, Spanish, Italian, and French, have their roots in Latin, the language of ancient Rome. To the legal systems we use, the Roman Empire continues to shape our world in countless ways. One of the lasting legacies of the Roman Empire is its architecture. The empire was renowned for its impressive and enduring buildings, including aqueducts, amphitheaters, and triumphal arches, many of which are still standing today. The Roman Colosseum, one of the most iconic buildings of the era, attracts millions of visitors each year, serving as a testament to the power and influence of the Roman Empire. The Romans were also famous for their military prowess, and their strategies and tactics are still studied and admired by military leaders today. The Roman military was known for its disciplined troops and effective use of technology, including weapons such as ballistae, siege engines, and catapults. Their military innovations also included the creation of the Roman legion, which had a profound impact on military organization and tactics in the centuries that followed. In addition to their military and architectural accomplishments, the the Romans also left their mark on art, literature, and philosophy. Roman poets such as Virgil and Ovid are still widely read and studied today, while Roman philosophers such as Cicero and Seneca continue to exert a profound influence on modern ethical and political thought. In conclusion, the discovery of the Roman Horde in Suffolk is a reminder of the profound impact that the Roman Empire had on the world. From the architecture we see to the language we speak, the legacy of the Romans continues to shape and influence our world today, and archaeological discoveries like this one provide us with valuable insights into their history and culture. In the dense jungles of Guatemala, archaeologists have made a remarkable discovery that could reveal the lost name of the Maya city at Okamton. An engraved relief, found on the facade of a temple, has been uncovered that contains a hieroglyphic inscription that may unlock the mystery of the city's identity. The relief, which dates back to the late Classic period, AD 600 to 900, features a scene of a Maya lord sitting on a throne and being presented with offerings by two attendants. The inscription, which runs along the bottom of the relief, contains a reference to a place name that has been partially destroyed by erosion over time. Despite the damage, archaeologists have been able to decipher some of the glyphs, which suggest that the name of the city may have been Pachan or Paxchan, meaning place of the serpent. This is a significant discovery, as it could help to identify the lost city of Okamton, which has remained a mystery for many years. Okamton was first mentioned in the archaeological literature in the 1960s, when a team of archaeologists discovered a series of structures and tombs in the area. However, the city's name remained unknown, as no inscriptions or other identifying features were found. This led to much speculation about the city's identity and significance, with some researchers even suggesting that it may have been a minor outpost or satellite of a larger city. The discovery of the engraved relief has changed all of that. While the name of the city is not yet certain, the reference to Place of the Serpent suggests that it may have held some religious or cultural significance for the Maya people. The discovery also sheds light on the political and social landscape of the region during the late Classic period, providing valuable insights into the relationships between different Maya cities and their rulers. The relief itself is a work of art, featuring intricate carvings and detailed depictions of clothing, jewelry, and other objects. The scene of the Maya lord and his attendants is typical of Maya art from this period, which often depicts rulers and their courtiers in elaborate dress and surrounded by symbols of power and wealth. The discovery of the engraved relief is just the latest in a series of exciting finds in the region. In recent years, archaeologists have uncovered numerous artifacts and structures that have shed new light on the Maya civilization, including the discovery of a massive ceremonial complex at Tikal and the decipherment of the Maya script. As archaeologists continue to explore the jungles of Central America, we can expect to learn even more about the mysterious and fascinating world of the ancient Maya. The discovery of the engraved relief at Okamton is just one example of the many exciting discoveries that are still waiting to be made. With the help of new technologies and innovative research methods, we may soon be able to unlock even more of the secrets of this remarkable civilization.